Oh shit, I regret it. There is such a thing like a third part. It's really short, but I did not include one in what you see here. Unfortunately, I missed on, and so yes, there is such thing like a third part, because it's just so nasty that I have to do it. I have no choice other than do that third damn part. Yes, I gotta do it. So, as well as mine, let's do it. One of the best videos I have made also. In this third part, it's very, very short. I refuse to have anything to do with the Russians and with the Jews. Financially, they were teasing me with the money, but I considered their hands to be filthy because of the degree of torture this scum was involved in. I didn't even want to see any of these people that were coming inside of this house, inside of the home of my parents, to Slovenia. It used to be known as Yugoslavia before. To meet Kuchan and these people. Through the Kuchan, this is where they were meeting. They call this like a neutral territory, whatever. Yugoslavia. Now, there is a such thing like a third part. In this third part, there's very, very little to say. Yes, I didn't want nothing to do, not with the Russians, not with the Jews. It's not that I'm proud about. It's just that due to reasons that I stated, these were animals. You would have animals coming on a visit to you. Highly undesired and really, really ugly people that you would not want to see. It makes no sense for me to say in your fucking nightmare or sleep, whatever. Obviously not, for the reasons that I stated. But since they were here, literally to the nightmare, literally drugging me up, Slovenian police, Yugo police, Belgrade, Serbian police in Slovenia, Slovenian Serbs, I'm gonna say. Vladimir Putin was so fucking proud that I have actually okayed something that I didn't want to have nothing to do all along. This shit was all recorded. That's why it's so important, that third part. And Benjamin Netanyahu also could not believe his luck. How the two managed, after truly 14 years of bullshit with the money. Money. Actually, my entire life, but between 1988 to 2002, my goodness, that's a lot of time. That's 14 years, just this time frame, if you consider. That I actually okayed, I agreed to them, and I tried to be nice to them because of the money. Through the money, they literally lured me into saying yes. And I did not even know. Practically, I stated that I did not know. I did know, but I still did not understood. They made it in such a way so that I would not understand directly what pertained to whom. They would get from you the statement like it would be the police through the interrogation. That's why also the police was running these procedures. The KGB police, they had this sorted out in such a way that you would go from one cadre to another and you did not know what the fuck you were doing. The only thing they would be doing, they would just get click, whatever they were looking for. And you did not know, I did not know what the fuck I was doing. It was, in fact, for Benjamin Netanyahu and for the Vladimir Putin. The two were laughing at me at the end of it all. They got it all done and they were laughing at me. They started to fuck with me in respect to the payment, in respect to the money. Yeah, you should ask other side. You know, ha. This is the way it was. This is part number 3. The rest you can see today in Gaza and whatever you were able to see in throughout Ukraine. So it makes no sense to talk about Zelensky. Zelensky lost his temper on several occasions stated me inside of this room, inside of this house, that's right, that he is a Jew, and that I'm nothing and nobody, and this is what we are, and there is nothing we can do about it. This was his attitude. Not always, but he did express himself even like that. He hallucinated something about, I have no idea what he hallucinated wherever fitted his agenda to justify. Zelensky also had a plan to move to Israel, not only to file for post-mortem for fake death certificate. He also had a plan to Israel. This is the part number 3. It was well video recording this. I know it should have been there, but it's not. But there is such a thing like a part number 3. Eventually, they let me know about for whom it was done, what exactly and why, and by literally laughing in my face for allowing myself only one time to be carried away through this. And that was it. What was funny also was that Slovenes claimed that they did not play any role in it. Robert Golob claimed Slovenia had nothing to do with it. Slovenia had nothing to do with it. Here in our house he was laughing. He said it was 50-50. We did 50 with Arabs, with the Palestinians, and 50 with the Israelis. Both sides involved in torture, and was certain I am not going to see myself not in one or the other, completely demented out of it. And so they say that Slovenes have absolutely nothing to do with it. Slovenes have absolutely everything to do with it, with what you see is happening in Gaza. That massacre in Gaza was started by the Slovenian people. Slovenes, real Slovenes. Whether that be Janez Janša, whether that be Milan Kučan, whoever that would be, literally by the Slovenes who knew absolutely everything about what I stated. Witnesses, numerous witnesses observed this over the course of the 14 years. 14 years, there was a lot of people here who watched this stuff. You say that Slovenes have nothing to do with it. Slovenes have absolutely everything to do with it. What took place in 2000 and 2002 started sometimes in 1998. I had police pressuring me. Mr. Putin, this and that, we're gonna help and so on, you do this. No, don't want to have nothing to do. You will, but you will. And violence. This is when the war on the Palestine was sealed, the deal. And this is how. And this is how the war on Ukraine was sealed. And this is exactly how. Just so that you know, the rest of it was a White House rat that simply followed the procedures because he had something to do. And that, when I say White House rat, that's Saxe, Kaburko, Gota, and Romanov and whatever. They just needed some goofy fuck that will follow the established procedures. And that just happened. So was Donald Trump. That's all there is to it. KUSHNER.